What's up, guys? It's your boy RG and I got an RU battle today. And I'm just gonna skip the team preview this time. It doesn't really matter. It's pretty much my Leopard NU team replaced 3 guys and just went with it. Anyway, I'm gonna lead off with my Singapore, as he decides to lead off with that Uxie. And I'm gonna switch out into my Electivire, figuring that he's gonna Thunder Wave, because I know for a fact Uxies like to Stealth Rocks and Thunder Wave. I'm gonna go for the Flamethrower this turn, expecting him to switch out into the Weezing. Unfortunately, he decides to stay and he goes for the Reflect, which was a smarter play on his part, because, well, Uxie can definitely survive a Wild Charge from an Electivire. However, I end up going for another Flamethrower, really just saying, you know what, there's a chance I can get the burn, it's doing decent damage, and it has to Reflect up. Even though I am a dual attacker, there's no point into not going for that Flamethrower. But in walks Weezing, and I really didn't care about predicting at this point, I just went for another Flamethrower. And it does nothing to the Weezing thanks to the light screen. But at this point, I figured, you know what, I want to keep my Electivire, so I'm going to switch out, go on to my Hanar, knowing I can take any hit from it, even a Thunderbolt, especially since Weezings aren't really the best for special attack. And luckily for me, he ends up missing a Fire Blast, which is beautiful, because then I pretty much got a free switch, even though the Fire Blast would have done nothing. Now he sends in Golurk, and I am lucky because I'm able to knock off the Light Forward from the Golurk, which is just beautiful. Now this Golurk's in there. I do happen to carry the Scald on this thing, so I figured I would go for the Scald. Unfortunately, I'm an idiot and completely forgot that hey, it's a ground type, it outspeeds and it's powerful, so Earthquake would definitely be able to take out my Hanar, so it's whatever. I end up sending out Singapore as a counter, and I would like to note that since he was carrying Life Orbs, he's probably the same set type of Golurk that I run on my Leopard team, so he's definitely the Rock Polish Golurk. Anyway, luckily for me, I'm able to get the burn on the Hypno-only, and I did a very idiot play here. Like, I made a lot of mistakes this game, I'm not gonna lie. And I end up staying in, even though I know that the normal gem fake out's coming. I figure that the burn, ain't gonna do much. But then I realized, wait, my Singapore is Life Orbed. I don't need to have any form of residual damage out on me. But oh well, it's whatever. I end up switching out this turn. I end up going out to my Sandslash, which is what I should have done before, as he ends up going for the close combat, which I'm perfectly fine with, because it's not going to do anything, especially after that burn. Now I'm probably going to set up Stealth Rocks here. I'm sorry, it was a couple days ago, and let's see what I do. And he goes for the close combat. Close combat, as I decide to most likely set up the Stealth Rocks. And let's see, and yes, I do set up the Stealth Rocks. I'm sorry, I'm a little ahead of the battle. I'm talking really fast, to be honest. Anyway, I get the leftovers recovery, and at this point I'm like, alright, he could most likely send in his Golurk after I kill this thing off, and really I'm scared of that Golurk, because that Golurk can take out the majority of my team, considering I have a Scyther, Swallow, and Singapore, Electivire. Like, I have some pretty frail things and stuff that Golurk can hit for super effective damage. But instead he ends up sending out Weezing, which I'm perfectly fine with, because this means I am allowed to get a Toxic on it. However, I just had to switch out anyway, go on to my Predator, predicting the Will-O-Wisp, and as he does, I end up going for the Will-O-Wisp. Now, I know Braver would do a hefty amount of damage to this Weezing, however, it won't be able to KO, and I don't want to risk my Predator getting Thunderbolted, so I'm going to go straight for the U-turn. It does no damage whatsoever, because it is a Weezing and it's resisted. But I end up switching out into my Postpone on my Electivire, figuring the Thunderbolt's going to come, but instead he goes for the Pain Split, which is whatever, doesn't do anything. It's pretty much a free switch. But now that his Weezing's in there, I can easily go for the Flamethrower, no problem, since well, Weezing is a physical wall, and the Flamethrower will do a nice chunk of damage to it. Fortunately, it doesn't KO, which I kind of figured it wouldn't. However, but he's able to hit me with that Fire Blast, which really sucks, because now my Electivire only has a couple of turns left in him. But he does a nice play here, going out to his Charizard, and really, I should have predicted a little bit and went for the Wild Charge, but I honestly didn't copy down his team in the team preview, so I completely forgot he even had a Charizard. Probably should have went for the Wild Charge, but oh well. My Electivire ends up going down to the Air Slash. Not a big deal in all honesty, because either way my Electivire would have went down from that Wild Charge, and I would have this turn I'm able to just send in Predator, go for the quick attack, and knock out that Charizard. So it didn't really matter at all. But anyway, he's gonna send out Nidoqueen, really just to try to hit my Swallow with, I'm guessing, a Stone Edge. However, I go straight for the Brave Bird. Fringer will kill after Stealth Rock's damage. However, it ends up surviving with a very small amount of HP, which really sucks because, as you see, he actually pulls off a Thunderbolt and is able to take out my Swellow, which really sucks because Swellow, to be honest, I kind of needed Swellow for that Golurk. But anyway, I end up sending out my Scyther, mainly because I carry priority in the form of quick attack, and at the same time I could just aerial ace this thing, take it out, because nothing on his team really wanted to handle an aerial ace. Now he ends up sending in Uxie, and I'm going to go straight for an aerial ace, figuring he is probably going to set up the reflect, and aerial ace might kill, but unfortunately it doesn't, and really this reflect is pretty much the game changer right then and there. Yes, I'm able to kill off the Uxie, however he can easily set in Golurk now with the reflect up and go for the rock polishing. Even though he did lose that life orb, this really sucks, and I'm gonna save my Scyther just because my Scyther is Choice Scarf, and I figured I could get as much damage out on this Golurk as possible. Now this is when I should have put on my prediction pants, however I kinda didn't, so it's good game at this point. He goes for the dynamic punch. It doesn't KO, and I figured it wouldn't. However, I just wanted as much residual damage as I could get on this Golurk, so I decided to pretty much sack my Sand Slash in the process, as he's going to end up going for the Earthquake this turn. He's going to be able to knock me out, and bye bye Sand Slash. But dang, what am I going to do? It's a rock polish Golurk, I can't really do anything. I end up sending out my Simipour, hoping that he goes for the Stone Edge for whatever reason and misses, but unfortunately he goes for the Earthquake, takes out my Simipour, and now all I have left is my Scyther. And I can easily go for the aerial ace, however it's not going to do much considering the reflect is up. So that's a good game. Arcanine, I lost that one. Oh well. I'll upload a win next time, guys. You know, I've been on a losing streak, I'll be honest. I haven't been predicting well. So anyway, I'm RG Madao, and I'll see y'all later.